Hey everybody, it's Cooper here, and welcome to part 3 of the special 100 pickup video. In this part of the video, I'm going to be showing you some stuff that I didn't get locally. All the stuff that I showed you in the last video, that's everything that I bought locally, except for 2 items which are going to be shown at the very end. But the stuff that I have to show you today is coming from there's some stuff from eBay, there's some stuff from someone off of the Nintendo Age forum, there's stuff from a YouTuber, there's stuff from 2 YouTubers actually, and there's something from someone who I've got stuff from before that might give you a hint. It was pretty recent, and yeah, I think that's it. So first off, I got a package from Sebastian in Sweden. Once again, and definitely check out his channel. He's just starting out doing pickup videos and everything. If you go to my channel and look at my channels to check out, he's second to the bottom, so definitely check him out. If I remember, I'm gonna try and put the link in the description to everybody. Hopefully I don't forget, but definitely check out everyone in the description and also everyone on my page. So he sent me a package, and there's a note here. He says, "Hey Cooper, I found some more cards that I thought that I would send them to you." Smiley face. So, first up, let's see. I don't want to show all the cards. I'll just show the good ones, I guess. Just make sure. Okay. So, first up here, we just have just a bunch of random cards, some energies and stuff, and then he sent a lot of cool ones. Just some reverse holos there, Manectric rare. This one's pretty cool because this one's an older one, and that's the Meowth promo card from back in the day. You guys probably remember that if you were into Pokemon. 2 different EX cards. Koga's Muck, that's kind of an older one. Duskull and Dusclops. Blastoise from one of the newer series. This weird like holographic fire energy. I thought that was pretty cool. And then a Beedrill and a Swampert. But actually the coolest thing that he sent was the bonus that he threw in that I didn't even know he was sending, and those are 4 of these. Let me see if I can hold them right. 4 of these Nintendo 64 badges that are like pins that you put on a jacket or something. So here's the first one. Hopefully that'll focus. Sorry about the glare. I don't know which badge they are. They don't really say on them. I'm hoping that's focusing. I can't really tell. It's kind of small. But yeah, I thought these were really cool. I always thought it'd be cool to get like a full set of the badges and have them like in a little case like Gary Oak does on the show. So yeah, that was very cool. So thank you, Sebastian, once again. And like I said, everybody check out his channel. He has some great stuff, and like I said, he's just starting out, so he could use some support. Let me set these over here for a second. Alright. Now the next thing I have to show you is a purchase from eBay. And there's kind of a little story behind it, but basically, I was searching through the newly listed items on eBay, and newly listed Nintendo items, I should say, with buy it now pricing. And I happened to stumble across this, and I paid about half price for what it usually goes for. I got it for about $12 after shipping. It was like $10 with a couple dollars shipping, but it was listed as very good condition, and then when I got it, the box is kind of crushed, and there's like some obvious water damage to it. It's not that bad. Like it's not bad enough that I wouldn't want it in my collection, but I was expecting something better. So I actually got a $5 refund on it. So I got this for about 1/4 of what you would expect to pay on eBay for a complete copy, and that is Super Mario Bros. Deluxe for the Game Boy Color. And I don't know if you can see very well, but it's slightly crushed. Yeah, you can definitely see if I crush it, but yeah, you can see it's kind of crushed. and the front is also pushed in, but other than that, it's complete, and it's really not in bad shape, but it wasn't what I was expecting. So for like $7 after shipping, I think that's a great deal for this. It's a game I was missing. Always happy to add another boxed Mario game to the collection. Next is something from the Nintendo Age forums, and there was a user on there who was selling a bunch of stuff, and I just looked through the list and saw these two items, and I thought that I'd buy them. And they were $5 each, with I think like $3 shipping, so it's $13 total, which is a really good deal. Bubble wrapped up here. I was kind of surprised that nobody else jumped on them before me, but it's two sealed N64 games. They're both wrestling games, but still. The first one is WCW Backstage Assault, and this one, I'm not sure, but I think it might be a reseal. There's no vertical seam in the back, but it also doesn't look like a reseal. It looks pretty old, but other than that, it's not in the best shape either. I don't know if you can see that very well. You probably can't see that, but the top is like going like that. And you know, it's just kind of, it's a little crushed. The top is the worst part, and there's a tear in the seal here, and there was another, there's like a little tear here. So it's not in the best shape, but for $5, I mean, really not bad. The other one is in excellent condition, and this one does have the vertical seam in the back, so I know this one is factory sealed, and that is WCW Mayhem. Very good condition. It's not crushed at all, and I don't know how well you can see. Oh, there it is, the vertical seam in the back. So that one is factory sealed, and like I said, these are $5 each with $1.50 shipping each, which is really not that bad. So to add two more, well, maybe one more, but two more boxed N64 games to the collection. One sealed, one is sealed, but I don't know if it's factory sealed. But anyway, I'm not going to open it because I already have another complete copy, but very cool to add those two to the collection. Let's see. I guess I'll do this one first. This is an eBay purchase, but it kind of has a story. I was looking on eBay, and I wasn't looking through the newly listed stuff or anything. I was just searching for random games and, you know, just doing some research. And I stumbled across a listing. It wasn't to buy now, it was an auction for 3 N64 games. And I don't even know why I did it, but I just randomly messaged them and asked them if they would take an offer of, you know, whatever I offered, which was obviously less than what they're worth, and they said $5 more and I've got a deal, which was amazing. So they took the ad down, so I didn't have to buy them off eBay. We did it all through PayPal, so everything was safe and everything, but I asked them if they had anything else for sale, and I checked their other things on eBay, told them one other thing I was interested in, and then they sent me a list of everything else that they hadn't listed yet, so I kind of got first dibs, and I got some great pricing on this stuff, so let's jump into it. First off, the 3 N64 games. I got these for $10 each, which is a pretty good deal. First up is Super Mario 64. And these are all cartridge only, and they're all to sell. Next is Super Smash Bros. And the last one is StarCraft 64. So $10 each is a pretty good deal, and that was with free shipping too. So I can't really complain about that at all. That was already a great deal right there. I offered him like 25. I really didn't think he was going to take it. I was just doing it just because, you know, on the off chance, if he does, that'd be an amazing deal. And he said 30, so I jumped at that. And then the other thing that I saw in his eBay auctions is what I'm going to show you last. So after I picked that out, he sent me a list of all the other stuff he hadn't posted on eBay yet, so I got to choose from that, and I picked up 3 PS1 games, and we're kind of having an issue with one of them right now because I thought they were all going to be complete, and one of them is the disc and the manual only, so I don't know if I'm going to be sending it back, or if I'm just going to keep it, or I don't know what's going to happen, but the 3 PS1 games are Silent Hill, and unfortunately this is the one that doesn't have the back, but I did get a really good deal on it, so I might just, you know, overlook it and just put this one up on eBay or something. But the other two I'm very happy to add to my collection. He gave me a really good deal on these. The first one is Castlevania Chronicles, and the third one is Darkstalkers 3. So these games are pretty expensive, and I think I paid 15 bucks each for these, for all three, 15 bucks each. I think. Yeah. So 15 bucks each, great deal. Darkstalkers 3 is like a $35 or $40 game by itself, so I was really happy to add that one, especially. So the last item that I got from him is very cool. I'm very happy to have this, and it's kind of ironic that I got this considering what I showed you in part 2 of this 100th pickup video, but very cool. And that is another Model 2 boxed Super Nintendo, and this is the Yoshi's Island version, so it's different than the other one, and this box is in great condition. I'm super happy with the condition on this box. And let me show you the inside really quick, because I wasn't really aware of this, but it actually comes with 2 games, not just Yoshi's Island. Oops. So this one has paperwork. Let's see. Controller, cords, and then, like I said, it comes with 2 games. It comes with Mario World and Yoshi's Island. So I thought that was very cool. I wasn't expecting a second game to be in there at all. So when I opened it up, I was quite surprised, and very cool. So that makes 3 Yoshi's Island cartridges in this video, or in this 100th pickup already, which is pretty crazy. This one I'm keeping, the other 2 will be up on eBay. Unfortunately, a lot of this stuff is probably going to be up before you see it. Like I said, I spent a lot of money on this stuff, and I'm kind of like afraid of how much I have left, so I'm hoping to make some money back as soon as I can. So I'm going to be listing this stuff really, really quickly before I get the video up, and I'm sorry if you guys are interested in anything, but that's just how it has to be. Alright, so I've got 3 more boxes to show you, 3 more boxes worth of stuff to show you in this portion of the video, and then there's probably going to be 2 or 3 more parts after this. So I guess, I'll start with this first. So if you guys remember, a little while ago, I received some trade items and some donations from Orlando, and he lives I think 3 hours north of me, I think, so he doesn't live too far, but there's a big story behind this, so bear with me while I tell you the story, and then we'll get to the pickups. They are worth waiting for. Stuff's just going to get better from here. Like I said, I always save the best for last. So I might have said it before, but there was a video game store in Naples, Florida going out of business, and Orlando contacted me, and he donated 2 Nintendo 64 games to me in a few videos back. It was Pokemon Puzzle League and Duck Dodgers. Both awesome games I didn't have. I was so happy to receive those. After that, he told me that the video game store is going out of business, and every game was $3 each. That's including boxed Nintendo games. So he went back and he picked up a bunch more for me, which I showed in another video. And well, the crazy thing is that he went to the store and called me while he was there and listed off all the games that they were selling, and I got to like basically hand pick the ones I wanted. And the day he did that was the very last day they were open, and the games were $1 each. And keep in mind, that is for boxed Nintendo games. $1 each is a ridiculous deal for any game. It could be a sports game. If it's boxed, that's a crazy good deal. So I picked out 40 games. So he had $40 to spend, so I picked out 40 games, a mixture of stuff, and so I do have that to show you. And the craziest part is that the next day, the owner of the store called him and said, everything that I didn't sell is in the dumpster behind the store, you can have it all. Which, that is crazy. Like, when he told me that, I freaked out. So he went back and he got, I think he said 8 garbage bags full of video games. And he was nice enough to let me pick through, like, basically everything that I wanted that he wasn't keeping. And he has a very, what's the word, like, he doesn't collect everything. He only collects for a few systems. So it was fortunate for me that he wasn't keeping a lot of the stuff that I was interested in. So I got to pick through there, and I'm basically buying the stuff from him. And I don't want to get into how much I paid or whatever, but he gave me a really good deal. Especially considering that, you know, he got them for free, obviously, I mean, but still, he has to ship them and everything, but I got a really good deal, trust me. So, I actually have 3 boxes of stuff, or 4 boxes of stuff from him to show you guys. I'm going to do 2 in this video, and probably 2 in the next video. I can't put them all into one because it's just way too much, and I want to save, a lot of the stuff is really cool, and I want to save it for the later videos. I want to have some really cool stuff in each video. So, before I ramble on any longer, this is the first box. This was actually inside another box, so this one didn't come shipped like this, but this box is all extras that he threw in, which is very cool. So, sorry about that. So, yeah, the stuff that he sent here, I'm going to go through kind of quick because I want to get to the other box, because that box is very awesome. But, so this box here, like I said, is all extras. And the first thing here is a huge stack of PlayStation 2 inserts. And, like, there are so many in here. Like, it's ridiculous. There's only a couple manuals, but there's 2 manuals, I think, but the rest are inserts. But just look how many that is. That is ridiculous. So these are definitely going to come in handy in my PS2 collecting. And then also, he sent me this huge stack of disc-only PS1 games, which is very awesome. So we're going to go through these kind of quick. And some of these I've never heard of, like this first one is Death Trap Dungeon. Evil Zone. NHL Face-Off. March Madness 99, Test Drive 5, NFL Extreme 2, Kurt Warner's Arena Football Unleashed, Turbo Prop Racing, Micro Machines V3, TNT Motorsports Hardcore TR, Return Fire, Tomb Raider: The Last Revelation, Disney's Atlantis: The Lost Empire, Gex 3: Deep Cover Gecko, Ape Escape, Rat Attack, 2 Extreme, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, 2nd edition, ECW: Anarchy Rules, In the Zone 99, Madden 2000, WCW Backstage Assault, Rugrats Totally Angelica, Army Men Green Rogue, Nightmare Creatures 2, and Batman Gotham City Racer. So that's very awesome of him to throw all these in. Like I said, I haven't heard of a lot of these games before, so I have no idea like what they're about. besides what I can tell from the titles. But very awesome of him to throw those in. Thank you so much, Orlando, for throwing all that stuff in. That's very awesome of you. My cat's going crazy. Alright, and then the second box that I'm going to show from him is this one here. And Super Nintendo's falling. If you remember, the last games I got from him came in a box just like this, so you can imagine how much is in here. So these are the 40 games that I picked out when he called me from the store. So I'm going to try, they're Nintendo 64 and NES only. I'm going to try and do Nintendo 64 first, and then show you the NES, but it all just depends how they're in the box in here. A couple of these have the manuals, and really only like one or two have the manuals. So if you have any of the manuals for any of these games, please contact me, because I am interested in getting them. First up is Namco Museum 64. ECW Hardcore Revolution. Top Gear Rally 2. Rat Attack. Aiden Chronicles, The First Mage. Power Rangers Lightspeed Rescue. Mickey's Speedway USA. Scooby-Doo Classic Creep Capers. I used to play this as a kid. I remember renting it from Blockbuster back in the day. I was happy to see this one. Monster Truck Madness 64. Space Invaders. And this is one I know for sure that is complete. Golden Nugget. Disney's Tarzan. Automobili Lamborghini. Horrible game. Asteroid 64 Hyper. And the last N64 game, Blues Brothers 2000. So I think that is all the N64 games. Now we're going to move into the NES games. And like I said, these all need manuals, so if you have any, let me know. Pinball Quest. Super Dodgeball. Advanced Dungeons & Dragons Heroes of the Lance. American Gladiators. This is a kind of an expensive game. I was surprised it's like $20 to $30. That's the Blue Marlin. Cyberball. Dick Tracy. Zelda just stole some bubble wrap. Go get it. Silkworm. The Last Ninja. And I think it says Game of the Year, but there's a little sticker covering it. Roadrunner. Tengen game. Metal Mech, Man and Machine. Terminator 2, Judgment Day. The Moffat Conspiracy. Xenophobe. The Simpsons, Bart vs. the Space Mutants. Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. Heavy Shreddin'. Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. The Cryon Conquest. Hunt for Red October. And the last 5 here, out of this box. Mad Max. Wrath of the Black Manta, Kiwi Craze, Total Recall, and Kabuki Quantum Fighter. So, like I said, these are the 40 games that he listed off, or these are the 40 games I picked out of what he listed off to me while he was in the store. But I do have 2 more boxes from him to show you guys that will be in one of the later videos, probably the next part. So definitely stay tuned for that. And I do have 1 more box to show you. And this stuff is, I mean, honestly, the single items in this box are probably my favorite out of the whole 100 pickup video. They're insanely cool, and they're like the favorite things I have in my collection now. So, this package comes from MelanieSpikowski, and you guys, if you don't know who that is just by me saying that, on her YouTube channel, she has, I mean, she does gaming stuff, but I think she's most well known for her Nintendo 64 controller wall. And the stuff, I bought the stuff from her. She put up a video saying that she was selling, or she was stopping like hardcore collecting, and I knew before that she had some pretty cool Nintendo 64 stuff. I think that was like her main focus, and that's kind of my main focus too. So I sent her a message asking if she still had it, and she said she did. And she was so nice about everything. She held the stuff for me for like 3 months while I waited for the money, and that's very awesome. And I wanted to thank you personally. Thank you, Melanie, for doing that. I really appreciate it, and it's definitely going to a good home. So this is the box that I got from her, and for a lot of this kind of expensive stuff, I don't really want to say what I paid, especially when I bought it from some other YouTuber, but I can tell you she gave me a good deal, so I really appreciate that. So there's 5 things in here. I'm going to start off with the least coolest, like always, and go to the coolest items in the box. So first up, we have 2 empty boxes for Japanese Nintendo 64 controllers. Hey! Stupid cat. First we have a red one, and these are both boxes that I don't have, so I'm really happy to get these. And then also a yellow one. So 2 empty boxes. They have the paperwork and they have the inserts, which is very cool. And the Japanese controllers are actually just the same as the American controllers, so I can just get a red and a yellow controller, put them in here, and call it good. They're both, the Japanese and American video games are both NTSC, so it doesn't really matter. There might be like some Japanese writing on the back of, or on the inside of a Nintendo 64 controller somewhere, but that's not going to be seen. So next up is something that I've been wanting to pick up off eBay, and I always seem to get outbid like at the max that I want to put in just by a couple dollars. But I finally got a Japanese Mario Kart 64 controller and game bundle, and this thing is in great condition. I'm super happy, and this is awesome. So for those of you who don't know, in Japan, Nintendo released this bundle. It has, I'll show you the game first. Here's the insides. In the back here, you get Mario Kart 64, obviously the Japanese version. This is complete, great condition. Got the game and all the instructions behind it. Like, this is in like mint condition. And then in the front here, you get the Mario Kart 64 controller. And this one luckily has the bag. And it's kind of weird, like the controller, unless you really know, you're not gonna know that it's you know, a Mario Kart 64 controller, because on the top it's just regular black, but on the bottom, whoa, super out of focus there. Hold on. There we go, that was really weird. But on the front here, it's just regular black, and on the back, it is gray. So, you know, you might, and it has a black plug. So, you know, somebody might see this at a store and think, oh, somebody switched the back out of their controller with a different one, which you could do, but I think that this gray is actually a different shade than the standard gray for the Nintendo 64 controllers. Hello. But yeah, this is very awesome. I'm super happy to finally have this. They usually go for about between like 50 to 70 on eBay, and you know, you always have some sort of a gamble, even if it's just a really small one. You always have some sort of gamble with eBay. You know, if it's not what you expected, you can get your money back, but then you might have to pay return shipping, and you know, usually these have to be shipped from Japan, which is super expensive and everything. So I was super happy to find this, and super lucky that she still had it, and she was nice enough to hold everything for me. So yeah, this is a great addition to my Nintendo 64 collection. I'm super happy to have that. Can't really say that enough. Next is a factory sealed game, and I'm really thinking about submitting this to VGA and having it graded. I mean, it's not like a wrestling game. Like, this is a good game to have sealed, and it's in really good condition, and I'm really thinking about sending it in. And I've been doing a little bit of research on VGA. I'm trying to do a little more, find out like exactly how much it's going to cost and how long it'll take and all that. But I really think that it'll be worth it for this. And it's a sealed copy, mint condition, of The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. Very awesome. You can see the vertical seam. It's not crushed at all. Great condition, no tears. There's like tiny little, I don't know what they're called, like little air holes or whatever, that just are there over time. But other than that, it's in really nice condition. So, I'm going to be doing some more research, and I'm really thinking about sending this in, and if I do, then I'll be sure to include that in a future video. But yeah, sealed copy of Majora's Mask. Very awesome. My little kitty is on my lap here. This is Zelda, for any of you that don't know. The last item that I received from Melanie is it's the rarest Nintendo 64 thing I own now. And I'm super happy to have this. Prices have been going up and up, and it's been getting crazy, and she was nice enough to give me a really nice deal on it. And that is, if you haven't guessed by now, it's a controller. And if you saw before, I have the Donkey Kong 64 controller, and there's 3 more promo controllers I need, and this is one of them. And I'm super happy to have this, and this is the Nintendo Power 100 controller. And for those of you that don't know, when Nintendo Power released their 100th issue, they had this controller available for sale, and unfortunately, it didn't. I mean, it sold, but it didn't sell like insanely well, so there aren't a lot of them out there. And this controller has been going for around, I mean, it's been jumping crazy. Like, it's been going between like 150 to, you know, even 300 at some points. This one does have some scuffs, but honestly, it's in pretty good shape. And let me see if I can get a close-up of the top there. It says Nintendo Power 100. There you go. Very awesome. Like I said, I'm super happy to have this. Rarest, probably the rarest item in my entire collection, especially Nintendo 64. So I still need the E3 Star Fox controller and the Millennium 2000 controller. If any of you guys happen to have any of those and you're interested in selling them or trading for them, please let me know. I know it's a long shot, but might as well ask. So yeah, Nintendo Power 100 controller, very awesome. Thank you so much, Melanie. And if you guys do not know her channel, which I don't understand why you wouldn't, She has tons of subscribers and she does gaming videos, so you probably know who she is. But if you don't, for any reason, link will be in the description below. Definitely check her out. Her N64 controller wall is pretty awesome. If you just want to check that out by itself, that'll probably convince you to subscribe because it's really cool. So yeah, that's all for this part of the video. Hope it's not too insanely long. I hope you guys are enjoying the 100th pickup video so far. There will be 2 or 3 more parts to come, and it's only going to get better. I don't know if I can really top the Nintendo Power 100 controller personally, but I think you guys are really going to enjoy what I have to show you guys next, and it's pretty crazy. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoy, and I'll see you soon.